I'm John Schalles. I'm a professor of biology at Creighton University. I also am the director of the environmental science program. So this is the Creighton University Coastal and Estuarine Ecology class, and we've been on the road now for about a week and a half. We left Omaha on May 17th. Last week we worked in West Florida on Apalachicola and St. Joseph's Bays, part of the NOAA Research Reserve System. Today we'll be out on the Florida Keys Marine Sanctuary, Lou Key Reef, and this is an outdoor classroom. There's no better way to show students ecology than to take them out on a coral reef. There's more biodiversity per acre there than just about any other habitat on the world. We're also going to do a few measurements today. We have a multi-sensor sonde which will be dropped at each station to record data. It does it on its own. It will be recording salinity, pH, oxygen, depth, turbidity, and probably a few other things. We can simultaneously measure about 10 properties of water, and we'll do that at each of 3 dive sites. We'll also be taking plankton samples to look at the small critters in the water, but our main focus will be the bottom community and the reef system. Our original plan was to have our student class on the Grand Bay Reserve last week, helping with a large-scale survey. That was work planned 8 months ago, and we were informed about 2 weeks before that period that the work was canceled, that it was not possible to have outside investigators on the site. The research staff there were too preoccupied with preparations for the spill. So it was a disappointment for certain, especially in that we were successful in getting the aerial imagery. However, we do expect to be able to return at points this summer and put students on the ground. And I actually have several students in this course who have expressed interest in being part of that crew should the opportunity prevail. But the reef here is no more than 30 feet deep. That would be our maximum depth. That gives us unlimited bottom time. We don't have to worry. It's a very safe place to dive with students. Some of the most important work that we're doing is very simple. It's simply photographic documentation of the habitats. We have several underwater cameras. In fact, I think altogether 5 or 6 different devices, and we're able to very easily and readily, by picking the right conditions, take photographic assessments of the conditions of these different marine communities we're studying. They're also learning techniques in water chemistry and water sampling that are useful for the overall research objectives of our center. And then next week, when we get them into the marshes up to their knees in mud, that will be another very useful part of this process. I am seeing new regenerating corals, especially the Montastria annularis, that star coral. It sort of grows, it's a greenish brown cover, and it is coming back here. Who knows what lies ahead, but you know, of all the areas down here, this is one of the healthiest reefs. So, favorite fish of the day? What was your favorite fish? Your shark?
Blacktip, no doubt.
Blacktip.
He's going to be at dinner later on.
Who saw the Maury?
I saw
Wow,
one,
that's great.
So what we're doing is we're filtering the water that we collected this morning from the reef.
This is a YSI multi-instrument sonde. In shorthand, it takes a lot of different parameters.
CDOM, nitrate, temperature, conductivity, salinity, dissolved oxygen, pH, turbidity, all that good stuff.
Cool. You follow the canal all the way around.
Yep.
You'll see these markers here.
Yeah, we know those.
Yep.
Been a lot of attempts to protect coastal wetlands, both in the U.S. and internationally, and it is really important. We've lost a lot of really good habitat for fisheries and for shoreline protection. When mangroves are lost, that is a loss for the whole coastal system. Here off Summerlin Key, between Summerlin and Big Torch in the Lower Keys, and this is a classic example of a small key or mangrove island. Be resourceful in field research. Any scientist can tell you that, because conditions don't always cooperate. And so we rearranged our itinerary. It spent longer than we had planned working at Apalachicola Bay near, and got excellent data there. So I feel good about that. I think we were able to help the baseline data effort there. And the plan all along was to come to the Keys because not only is this a research methods course, but we're also teaching the students about coastal ecology. And what better place to bring students to learn about coastal ecology than the reefs, seagrasses, and mangroves of South Florida.